And I think the first thing that clearly happens is people put us into the dating space and say that Lulu's a dating app, and it's certainly not what we are at all. In fact, there's a much bigger vision for Lulu. We don't connect guys and girls to date on our platform. We're all about capturing and classifying and making searchable the information that women typically share in private, and that's the goal of what we're trying to achieve. So it is a female network where women tap into the knowledge of each other and make better, more informed decisions.
I'm really shocked by the numbers that, you guys say 1 in 4 college women have got this app, that you've got over 1 million users engaged on it on a regular basis? Yeah,
we've had such exciting growth in the last 8 months since we launched the product. There's been over 200 million profile views. The most exciting number for me is that 52% of our users create content. And as you know, in the social space, that's kind of often unheard of. Typically the rule is 90-10. And so we're really excited about that. And it kind of really goes down to what we created a really easy format for women to share, and we created a private space where they can share.
Where could this go, seriously? Because it is interesting to sort of look at a business where the users essentially create the thing that has the value. You just created the platform to make that happen.
Absolutely. It is completely user-generated content. We've just created a really great format where, with the multiple choice quizzes, the fun content, for our users, it doesn't feel like they're really doing much to give information. And then, obviously a great search functionality for them to extract that information. So, in many ways, you can think of us as a sort of a wiki or a Google for girls, right? And the idea for us is to move beyond just relationships and into health, into beauty, into all the things that women care about. And that has endless opportunities. And we think that's a really big vision.
Was the original vision the Cosmo quiz? Was that the sort of thing that you wanted to figure out a way to make social and online?
No, not at all. The vision really came from a personal experience that I had, and I think most women around the world have had, where you get together with girlfriends or other women who you maybe just meet, and you share in this girls-only space. And if one guy joins that conversation, the entire dynamic changes, and it's the value that lies within those, safe environments, that the minutia in those conversations. And that's when we write down, tidbits and notes, and a world where we can kind of make that more accessible around the world for all women. That's the vision. That's where we're heading.
So why is the thing, I don't know, sex, boys, dating, why is that the thing that you focus on instead of all of the other things that you were mentioning that this could eventually lead to?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Ultimately, we had to have a starting point. In early prototypes, I kind of had everything built in. But relationships are really important to women. It is a topic that is quite important to us. And in a world where online dating has become more and more acceptable and accessible, I really believe that we get references for our jobs, for when you're buying an apartment or renting an apartment, and I think that references are clearly important in this world. Why not get references for women on the guys that they may end up in bed with? I think it's just as important.